2 is fun. The freeway lizards are my feeling so good. On the one-way trip back to West Hollywood. Let's go. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. It feels so good to have a perfect song. It feels so good to be in total control. There were spotlights flying through the sky from a winter wonderland.
Afternoon baseball on the show as you get a look there inside Rogers Center in Toronto. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Nate Pearson will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, if velo is your kind of thing, you're going to love this guy, Nate Pearson. Big fastball from the right side. Approaches triple digits. This high 3/4 delivery, anywhere from 98 to 101, 102 miles an hour. Some good secondary pitches to go along with it. The only thing Nate Pearson is lacking right now is experience, and he's starting to learn that on the fly.
Now the first pitch. Willie Castro is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
To the plate now, Joaquin Diaz. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game. You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Here now the 2-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now it's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike. And it's fouled away. working on striking out the side in the first. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show.
Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes.
Zach Wheeler is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So, guys, our visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And that's the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Wheeler is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. His career line against Wheeler. He's gone 3 for 6. First pitch of the AB now.
1-0.
2 out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Still no score. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's set. Here it comes.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And there's a base hit on the line. Running hard. He's digging for second. The throw into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he swings and hits a laser to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Alex Tony.
That brings up Alec Bohm. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. He's set, and the pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Comes set, and the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And he is out on the tag. Now it'll be Javier Baez, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high. He barehands it. It's there, and he's out. So 1 run here on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. Philadelphia leads this one 1-0. At the plate now is George Springer. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. There's Baez. And there's 1 away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing.
fielder.
Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
So now to the plate, Adam Duvall. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Down and away, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. And another foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
The left fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Next to dig in, JT Realmuto. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. From the stretch. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. And now here is Joaquin Diaz. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here's a breaking ball too low. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
The count now at 2-1. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Realmuto leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Francisco Lindor is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
One and one. Here it is. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 down, runners at first and second. Lifted into center field. Springer will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And in steps Scott Kingery. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Oh, that's inside.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Scott Kingery is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. At the plate, Porter Witt. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pitch on the way.
Ball. 1-1. Nope, that's a ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. All even now, 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Baez able to get there, and there's out number 2. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. Real Muto's there, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order.